Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the referee for the following bout from Japan. A warm welcome, please, for Atsuo Fujisaku. Ladies and gentlemen, judges for the following bout: Judge 1, Australia; Judge 2, Turkmenistan; Judge 3, United States of America; Judge 4, Canada; Judge 5. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, boxing out of the red corner this afternoon, representing Northern Ireland. Let's make some noise for Brendan.
Head up. No holding. No rubber. Check out.
We're at the quarterfinal stage of the men's 52-kilogram flyweight tournament, and this promises to be a contest of high skill between men very close to one another in the world rankings. The boxer wearing red is Northern Ireland's Brendan Irvine, the wee rooster, 21 years of age. He's ranked number 19 in the world. 2017 Northern Ireland national champion, third place in last summer's European Championships. The boxer wearing blue, who's just going to work effectively to head and body before being countered by straight shots, is Rajab Mohammed, 20 years of age, ranked number 22 in the world. And he's the African Continental Championship silver medalist from the tournament in Brazzaville last summer.
This boxer from Botswana is dangerous, Ronald. To come forward. I think Irvine has got to concentrate on long-range work here. See, if you hold your feet against Mohammed, then he works very well downstairs with the hooks. He switches the attack upstairs. Irvine, I think, has just got to concentrate on that long jab, straight right hand. You bring this opponent into it if you hold your feet. He's strong, this Botswanan boxer. So Irvine has got to hit and move and concentrate on long-range work. Look, again, Mohammed is boxing well on the inside.
The right hand to the body from Irvine, and this one toe-to-toe at centre ring. Both men really testing the torsos of one another. The left hook thundering in from Mohammed, and it's getting behind the right glove of Irvine. Action-packed opening as Mohammed gets through with a straight shot. Beautiful left jab once again from the boxer in blue, and then a long left hook. It's his first bout of the tournament, having had a bye in the opening round, and he has come out full of fight, keen to get his campaign underway.
He's dangerous, isn't he? Like we spoke about. He works well with his jab, the man in blue, but he's looking to land shots on the inside and get close. Now, he's in against the Northern Irishman who's got the height and reach, but he's got to use it to good effect, and he's got to concentrate on those straight shots. he allows this man on the inside, then he's very dangerous indeed.
Good two-shot salvo from Irvine, but then he was tagged by a right hand to the body from Mohammed. Oh, lovely left jab once again from Mohammed, who's having real success with that shot. Cracking right hand and then followed by a left jab. Irvine countered and then Mohammed came again. First and third boxing from the man in blue during that exchange. And he triggers off first once again. Right hand over the top was met by a left jab from Mohammed. Terrific opening round in this flyweight quarter-final. My goodness.
You can see they're fairly pleased in that corner. It was a good round for Mohammed. He drew Irvine in. I don't think there was a lot in it. I think Irvine landed with some good shots as well. But I think Mohammed landed probably with the more eye-catching shots. Single jabs especially. The odd good right hand that went through. Close round, but this man probably got it. So Irvine may just have to change things here and box a little bit differently in this second round. You can't afford to let this man close that gap.
So we're into the second round then. Mohammed, who was Botswana's most promising boxer of the year back in 2014. Here he took silver in the African Youth Continental Championships. Well, how he's fulfilling that promise in the senior ranks. Silver medalist at the Continental Championships last year, made it through to the World Champs where we saw him in Hamburg. He was eliminated in the first preliminary round. Irvine comes back with a right hand, but then he's met repeatedly by another fusillade of punches from Mohammed, whose punch output is remarkable.
I think Irvine's got to move a little bit more, Ronald, here. He's landing some good shots, but there's an example. Landing with a good left hook, but then just holds his feet, and that allows Mohammed to come back with his work. I think against this type of opponent, it's got to be hit, move, hit again, then move again. That's what he's got to do here as Irvine.
Brendan Irvine, in his second bout of the tournament, he produced a terrific display in the first preliminary round against the rapid-fire Bajan boxer Jabali Breedy. Produced a wonderful display of straight shots, but look at Mohammed go to work again to both head and body, and he's throwing the greater volume of shots is the man in blue. Irvine trying to navigate the space of the ring and get his own straight shots working once again, but the busier man is Mohammed. Irvine trying to get onto the front foot, but they fall into a clinch.
Like a little dynamo, isn't he, Mohammed?
Good left, right from Irvine. Can he keep this man at bay by employing those straight shots? Because his advantage in height and length and reach, well, it's just being negated. Because Mohammed able to get into his own punching territory, and when he gets there, he's invariably the more active boxer, letting his hands go.
Well, the only way you're going to keep him at bay is move your feet, basically. So he's got to punch and he's got to move as Irvine. But this fella, he's fresh, Mohammed. So the buy for him has, I think, has been a blessing, hasn't it? Because he's so fresh coming into this one.
Look at those nudging right uppercuts getting through on the inside. Right hand from Irvine is met or countered by a right hand from Mohammed, who goes in pursuit of his man once again. Wonderful right hand from Mohammed. So there's a left-right combination from the man in blue. Irvine bringing a right uppercut and left jab into play. Big right hand from Irvine. Then again, a left jab in response. My goodness, these two men are working at a frenetic pace. What a second round. Once again, even busier than the first. Let's listen in to John Conlon.
I thought Irvine did his better work towards the end of the round. That was a good combination there. And then he moves back on the outside. But Mohammed just kept coming. I think he's got deceptively long arms as Mohammed. If you think you're out of range and then he's throwing straight shots and he's catching you. Irvine trying to hit and move. Did some good work towards the end of the round. Promises to be a cracking last round, Ronald.
So into the third and final round then. Both men meet one another with jabs to begin the final stanza. Mohammed, part of a 4-strong Botswanan boxing team where he is the only male boxer. Again, it's been a long wait for him, and just look at how frequently he's letting his hands go, but Irvine remaining composed, under fire, took a few shots to the body there. They'll be scoring punches from the man in blue, but that's a beautiful right cross from Irvine.
Good shot from Irvine. If he does decide to stand and trade, he's got to probably do a little bit more work on the inside as Irvine. He's boxing well at distance, but then he's holding his feet. Well, if that's the case, then he's got to then switch to bent arm work on the inside. You can't afford to do nothing because this fella just keeps punching, and that's what impresses the judges.
Irvine getting onto the front foot, driving Mohammed backwards towards the ropes. Trying to bring that right hand into play once again, but look at how busy Mohammed is on the inside. A lot of boxers we've seen during this tournament, Richie, they take up this posture. They hold on, they don't work away, but when the boxers have come close together, that's a cracking 1-2 from Irvine. But generally up at close range, Mohammed looking to work away.
Now that's better work from Irvine, Ronald. He's hit the target and he's moved back on the outside, created a gap, shown the judges that he scored, and then he hasn't been hit. Before that, he was hitting the target and then leaving his feet there and allowing Mohammed to come back. And so so then it becomes a stalemate. You've done some good work, but then you've taken shots. Like I say, now I think it's better boxing now from Irvine, but look, you see there, just holding the feet, brings Mohammed back into it.
Well, through that second minute, Irvine was boxing beautifully. Mohammed will perhaps be aware of that. That's why he's trying to get busy once again. But counting down from the second minute to this final minute, Irvine was boxing wonderfully with his punch picking and moving. Can he sustain it? Is perhaps Mohammed just beginning to slow down a little bit because of how much he invested in the opening 2 rounds?
Mohammed is not being as effective because Irvine's moving, so the target's not there to hit.
Terrific punch picking on
There
the
you
back
go,
foot
look
from
at
the
that.
man in red. And Mohammed, all of a sudden, his effectiveness has been reduced. Now he's got Irvine to hold his feet and fight away with a burst of punches to the body. Irvine back at range, bouncing off the ropes and increasing that gap between himself and the man in blue. And the man in blue, all of a sudden, his work less impressive. He's trying to get busy here once again. Good right hand from Irvine, then a left hand before skipping into the space of the ring. Terrific final round produced by Brendan Irvine. We're going to the judges' scorecards. How will they see this one? But my goodness, this Batman boxed well in the third and final round. Terrific display. Mohammed was sensational in the first and second rounds. Irvine had his moments as well. How will the 5 scoring judges see this one? An incredible contest.
Yeah, tremendous battle, wasn't it? But I thought Irvine boxed better in the last round, increased the distance and the gap, made Mohammed miss with certain shots, and I thought fought the right tactics. Mohammed, first couple of rounds, because Irvine sort of held his feet for longer periods, had success. Let's see how it went.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges have scored this bout as a split points decision in favour of your winner from the red corner.
And it's Irvine, the wee rooster from Northern Ireland, is through to the medal podium in the Commonwealth Games. Rajab Mohammed is absolutely crestfallen. A 4-1 points winner. Look at that, 1 point in it across the board. And perhaps that third and final round proving decisive in favour of the man in red. Brendan Irvine of Northern Ireland has secured himself at least Commonwealth Games bronze. Well, Rajab Mohammed was absolutely fantastic, playing his part in a terrific contest, and he's come out from his perspective on the wrong end of a split decision. But make no mistake, he played his part in what was a terrific affair.
Nothing in it, and just a point with the judges. That last round, Irvine, the way he hit and moved was probably the difference. But it was very close indeed. If it had gone the other way, I don't think anyone would have complained. It was one of those type of contests. But Irvine got the tactics right in that last round. But Mohammed will feel desperately unlucky not to get that.
So there's the lineup then. In the men's 52 kilogram flyweight division for the semi-finals, all of those